Hello everyone, my name is Aaryn and today I'm going to be doing my really quick review on Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I read Fix Her Up in the span of 2 days and I really wasn't planning on reviewing it. Then my Goodreads is linked to my Twitter and my rating got out there and people saw my rating and they started saying things like tea. And so I figure if I do have tea, why not share? I'm not making this video to bash the book, but obviously people want to hear my thoughts apparently, so here I am sharing them. Throughout those 2 days that I read the novel, I did enjoy it. I did have a great, nice little time reading it. Honestly, it was just a really fun time. I can acknowledge that. But that being said, I had to give it a 2 out of 5 stars. If you are not aware, this book is about girl named Georgie Castle and she is a professional clown. She's literally on her clownery and she really likes doing that. I mean, she's passionate about her job. She loves children and makes her happy and I respected that. But sadly, her doing that combined with her status as the little sister makes her family members view her as still being this child or not taking her seriously all the time, and she's desperate to prove them wrong. And then you have Travis Ford, who is the main love interest in this book, and he is a professional baseball player. He was really good. He was a sense of pride for his hometown. He was considered one of the best players in the league in a long time, but then he injured his shoulder and after being traded and traded again, he was finally demoted to what he calls a has-been at 28 years old. He's now really struggling to pick himself up, but he is offered an amazing job opportunity, but in order to get it, he has to clean up his image. He has a really bad reputation. For example, he is called two bats. Obviously in baseball, you get up to the batter plate, whatever, majigger, and you get your bat and you swing it. But apparently he has a bat that never leaves him ever unless things were to happen. And he's also been swinging it around some in the past and it's earned him a reputation. In order to clean up this image, him and Georgie team together and start fake dating to reach their prospective goals. This does follow the fake dating trope. It also follows the best friend's sister. It follows the ugly duckling trope to a certain extent. And personally, I have never hated tropes. I respect tropes because I feel like a trope is a trope because it works. Obviously, there are things that we like to see in books. I believe that tropes can be overdone, but whether or not an author uses a trope doesn't make me lose respect for them. It's simply the execution of said trope, and the execution of tropes in this book is what kind of had me annoyed with it. For starters, the best friend sister thing, it was obviously a conflict in the novel, but that being said, you can't take it seriously when this best friend literally feels like a complete stranger. Every single interaction that Travis had with Georgie's brother, who is Stephen, I always want to say Stephen, felt very tense and like there were more childhood enemies who were just trying to man up or be the bigger person at this time in their lives rather than loving each other and being the best of buds and having tons of memories, jumping into the creek and staying up late and betraying their parents. I don't know. Anyways, so if I felt that close intensity between them, maybe I would have liked it, but because it felt like literally whenever we were talking to Stefan, he was being a jerk, I didn't get the weight of this I don't want to betray my best friend because it doesn't even feel like your friend. So how am I supposed to get into that plot line? And then there was the ugly duckling thing, and I don't mind the ugly duckling trope, I really don't, but I feel like you gotta be careful with it sometimes. And I think in this novel, Travis really only showed interest in Georgie when she was looking beautiful, or if she was not looking beautiful, he was getting jealous over things that are really petty. Usually, mainly, mostly, I'm pretty sure only, we keep on intensifying there, only when other men were showing her attention, and sometimes it wasn't even flirtatious, or even if it did become flirtatious in the future, at the point where we saw him getting angered and jealous, nothing was happening that was out of pocket or that you could really read as flirtatiousness. It would be like a guy would pass Georgie a straw, look at her stupid Converse, and now Travis is jealous. That's not an actual scene in the book, but that's just how it felt like. It's this really minor action, and yet we're blowing it out of proportion. And now it's like we want Georgie because no one else can have Georgie. Only I can have Georgie. And so it just felt like, okay, we want Georgie because no one else can have Georgie, but also Georgie looks super hot right now. Rather than over time seeing him steadily fall in love with her, and then like when the ugly duckling transformation happens, like yeah, he's still shocked, like OMG, is that my Georgie? But that's not when he realizes how badly he wants her. I don't know if you can tell, but I obviously did not find Travis the most charming. I did like Georgie. At points, Georgie did kind of read kinda immature-ish to me, but overall that didn't affect my reading because either way, that is a grown woman. She is 23 years old in this book. You should talk to her as such. She deserves that respect. But there are times I'm like, she's kind of reading like Lara G from To All the Boys I Loved Before, and that's a, what, 17-year-old? But like I said, didn't really affect my reading because either way, grown woman. Another thing that bothered me, and that was small, but since I'm just airing my grievances here, we referred to Georgie in this book as Baby Girl. That was Travis's pet name for her. And personally, I like the nickname Baby Girl. It's cute, whatever. I'm Baby Girl, whatever. But in this case, I felt like it was an odd choice. Like, listen, it's just a small grievance of mine. But you're trying to have this woman prove that she's an adult. And so you have her love interest call her Baby Girl. Like, obviously we know that Baby Girl is a term of endearment, but there's just so many other ones out there. Sweetheart, my love, dear, honey, sugar plum. Like, you could have went with anything else. I mean, went with Baby Girl. Like, small problem. Small problem. Not even really a problem. But I just thought that was freaking odd. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so now we're going to be going to a spoilery section, which I feel funny saying that because, to be honest, I always struggle with like, am I spoiling or am I not spoiling? So if I did spoil it for you, I really do apologize. But if you feel like I didn't really spoil and I was more like elaborating on my feelings for you really quickly, then great. That's how I felt. I didn't really give all that many details, but that's just, I don't know, you never know. But either way, I do just want to talk about the ending real quick because the ending was really odd to me and I want to speak about it. And obviously that will be a spoiler. So if you don't want to get spoiled, goodbye, I love you. Come back and watch this little 2 minutes of me talking if you like. If you don't, please give this video a thumbs up before you leave, I don't know, and see you then. Okay, so this complaint is not necessarily only about this book, but just a lot of adult novels out there in general, and it's this out of the blue commitment. Sometimes it feels like a nice build up to it. You understand how this man who has no children, no kids, can't be tied down, not even the girlfriend, never, never, not I, Will Travis the Third. I can't have it. I can't have it. To, baby, marry me. You're the only one I want. I want you to have all my babies and stay by my side forever because I'm a territorial male. And sometimes you can go back and you can trace all those steps and it makes perfect sense. But in this case, no, Travis does not see himself having the big happy family, and that's fine. And him wanting that in the future because circumstances have changed is obviously fine. But when it came to the ending of this book, I thought that was poor. We had this character even when he was kind of feeling Georgie, he was still like, kids, family, okay, whatever. To having like this really big proposal implying that he's okay with the happy family because he knows that's what she wants. And I just felt like that was too quick. Reading this, I was only imagining them dating for about a month, maybe even 2 months. But either way, about a month or two. And this ending with them getting married, I don't like it. I don't understand the point of it. You can't solidify a couple as being happy for the rest of their lives without having them get married. It is possible. I know it's possible. Instead of having Travis propose, he could have just simply confessed and said that he loved her and that he wants to be with her. And that could have been the end of it. We could have put the two together and assumed they got the happily ever after of getting married instead of having it be after 2 months. I didn't like it. It just felt rushed. It felt out the blue. No. And so that is my very last complaint about this book. Overall, I really didn't hate it. I did enjoy reading it. I don't think I finished it in 2 days though because I was desperate to get to the end and see what happened, but more so because I want to get another book done for my wrap up. When it comes to deciding between a 2 stars or a 3 stars, I always think, okay, but in the end, would I recommend this book? And I would not recommend this book at all. I just can't imagine picking this book or recommending this book to someone in the future compared to all the other books similar to it out there. So I gave it 2 stars. If you enjoyed this, I think that's great, and I'm not going to judge you for enjoying it because, to be honest, there's nothing severely problematic with that book that you would deserve judgment. At the same time, I obviously have an opinion to share, and people were saying tea, so I guess I had to spill it. I don't know. I do hope that we were able to have a nice discussion about it in the comment section down below. So share your thoughts, your opinions, your 2 cents on the matter. I will respond to you. We can talk about it. Yada yada yada. And I really hope to see you next time. If you guys like to see more videos from me in the future, you can subscribe. I have a nice little catalog of my favorite videos if you want to check those out. And I hope to see you again. Bye.